All right, here is a story that I told you before, but there were some technical errors and whatever, and it didn't get recorded in its completion. So I'm going to tell the story from the beginning. It's a nice story. It's a story that was written in children's book. I read the story, but the story really impressed me. So this is the story. Ready? So it used to be that parents in Spain would send their children to Morocco to learn Torah. There were tremendous holy tzaddikim and Talmudic scholars in Morocco. And so they would send them to Morocco. And the children would stay there for the whole year. But they would come back home once a year, usually for Passover. So our story centers around a young Jewish boy we will call, for the sake of the story, Avraham. And Avraham, he's like, 14 years old or whatever. He was sent to this school in Morocco and he's learning, he's coming back. Now, in order for him to come back, a lot of times they would come back in groups, and a lot of times not so much in groups. They would come back in now, first of all, Morocco, the Arabs in Morocco, they usually had good relationships with the Jews, even to this very day. They had relations. Okay, and it's not important. So they would the journey was fairly safe, fairly safe. But on the other hand, the journey, even though it's safe, but it was pretty boring. So these the people that were in the boat, the non-Jews, so all of them had little statues or little whatever it is, icons or whatever that they would pray to. And they would pray to this little icons. It could be maybe the story was even, much longer than that, actually, if you think about it, that there were no Jews in Spain. So it could be that this story was even, before the rise of Islam. Could be. The story was thinking about it. Anyway, but the Jews in Spain, they were there for a long time. Jews were there for a long, long time in Spain. Okay, however it is, figure it out. So this boy is on the ship, and everybody has their little statue that they pray to, the little icon or whatever that they pray to, and they go to this little Jewish boy and they ask him, just from boredom, where's your statue you pray to? And he said, oh, I'm a Jew. I believe in God that creates the heavens and the earth, and he hasn't got any form. And I don't. So everybody said, yeah, Jews, they're stingy people. That's why he doesn't have. So everybody sort of laughed at him. And well, it happened to be that the journey was like a week long. And in the middle of the journey, suddenly the skies became black, and a powerful evil wind started to blow, and the waves started raising up and battering the ship. And before they had to take down all the sails, went without saying, and the wind started, knocking down the masts, and they had to throw everything overboard so that the ship wouldn't, would be as floating. What is it? As much as possible, buoyant as possible. That's the word, buoyant as possible. And but it wasn't helping. The ship was like being tossed around like a match on a whirlpool, and everybody started really getting afraid. So everybody pulled out their little statues and they started praying to these statues, and it didn't help. Things just got worse. And so all of a sudden, one said, "Hey, remember that little Jewish kid? He said that his God rules over the heavens and the earth. Let's ask him. Let's ask him. Maybe he can save us." So they said, okay. So they crawled along the deck, right? And they're getting tossed around. They come to this little Jewish kid. He's sitting in the corner, like in some sort of a corner over there on the deck, holding on to some post, a rail or something, and crying, crying. So they yell over the wind, little Jewish boy, stand up and pray to your God. And he said, no, I'm afraid. So he said, listen, you said your God rules over the sea. Do us a favor. We pray to our gods. It doesn't work. Pray to your God. So the boy said, oh, yeah, I didn't think of that. So they lifted him up. They held him, his legs, so that he could stand up. He lifted his arms to God. And he said, ruler of the universe, I'm scared. I want to go home. Please stop the storm. And also these people, they're your creations. have mercy on all your creations. Racham al kol ma'asav, have mercy on all your creations and save us, and also make a name for yourself, right? These people, and so that everyone will believe in you, God. You're the creator of the universe, and you control the heavens and the earth. And I'm afraid I want to go home. I don't want to die. I want to. And he starts crying and says, okay, so now usually when you pray, so all prayers get answered. That's first of all prayers get answered, but they don't always get answered the way you want, and they'd also get answered in the time you want. And a lot of times prayers are not what you even need, right? I remember hearing this country and western song, thank God for unanswered prayers, right? The guy prayed for something, who knows what, and he was, afterwards he realized what a mistake, what a tragedy it would have been if God would have given him what he wanted. He wanted the wrong thing. Okay, so in any case, so this boy, usually it takes time, but here in this case it didn't happen that way. As soon as the boy finished praying, they felt maybe it could be that the sea was a little bit more calm. Maybe yes, maybe not. But then 10 minutes later, it was like clearly that you could see, yes, even though it happened gradually, but it happened very quickly. It wasn't like a sudden jump, but gradually it seemed that the waves, that the ship was rocking a little bit less and less. The wind seemed to be calmer until about a half an hour later, it seemed there was no real dangerous wind at all. And although the ship was rocking, but it wasn't, an hour later, the skies were clear and everything was calm, like nothing happened. Everybody saw it was an obvious miracle. So they took the boy and they said, you helped us. And they put him on, they put the boy on their shoulders and they were dancing and happy. But the captain said thank you to this Jewish boy and etc. But the fact is, we've suffered some big damages to the ship. Damages to the ship, and we have to pull into. There's an island right over here. We'll pull into the island for repairs, and we're going to be there for like at least 2 or 3 days. And meanwhile, you can travel around the island. So all the people said, yes, yes, go. They went there, they put the plank down and they went onto the island. And someone said, hey, where's the Jewish boy? Let's give him, buy him some presents. And he wants them, no, we can't eat what we eat. He said, well, we'll find out what he eats. Well, whatever he wants, we'll give him anything he wants. We'll give him. Where is he? So they look for him. He's not here. So, wow, how can it be he's not here? Where is he? Maybe he came down first. And said, no, I put down the plank. I was the first one. Maybe he came down last, maybe after everybody. No, I came down last. Nobody was after me. I saw nobody was after. And so they put the plank bank up or whatever they did. They went back on this. He's sitting there in that corner and he's reading Psalms, So they say, hey, come with us. Abraham, come with us. We're going to go. He said, no. You go alone. I'm alone over here. I'm alone. And no, I don't have anybody with me. And I'm also weak. I'm just a little boy. I'm weak and alone and helpless. They said, what? What did you say? He said, I said, I'm alone here. I haven't got any friends. My friends, they took different ships. I'm alone and I'm weak. I'm just a little boy. What am I going to? And they said, are you serious what you're saying? You're alone. You're weak. I said, we're the ones that are alone. When we were on the ship, the whole sea was caving in on us. We were totally abandoned. And you called out to God. Wherever you go, your God is with you. And you're weak. Says your God stopped the sea. We couldn't do anything whatsoever. We were totally helpless. You're the one that's strong. You're the one that's never alone. And the little boy said, yeah, you're right. It's really true. And he went with it. The point of the story is that we also underestimate who we are. And the fact that the Jewish boy wanted to get across to these people is not just that the Jews are never alone and that the Jews are powerful. That anyone who's connected to the creator of the universe is never alone. Never. And everyone connected to the creative universe is powerful. And who is that? Everybody. If you're alive, it means you're connected to the creator of the universe. And that means you're never, ever alone. God cares about everyone. And he's with everyone. And he empowers everyone to do good. And that should be the lesson from this story. Have a good day with Mashiach Now. Right. Okay. There we go. Yes, I did. I recorded. I didn't make a mistake. Shalom, everyone. See you all tomorrow. I'll try to put something up later today, but maybe not. I think the classes are just becoming more and more morning classes. This is the classes, but you'll see on YouTube. Shalom, everyone. God bless you all.